how do donor-advised funds work? We'll learn about that today on Elevate Wealth. Hello and happy Thanksgiving. I'm Deanne Rosso with Elevate Wealth, and with giving and giving thanks on the mind, today we're going to discuss all things donor-advised funds. I'm here today with Rob Fezekas, our Director of Investment Policy. Hey again, Rob.
Hi, Deanne.
Good to see you. So, Rob, tell us, how do donor-advised funds work, and how can we use them to help with our tax planning strategies?
Sure. So, I think of a donor-advised fund almost like a personal charitable investment account. And you can open up one of these kinds of funds at a custodian bank like Schwab or Fidelity. They have these kinds of funds available. And the way you add money to one of these funds is you make an irrevocable gift to the fund, to the donor-advised fund. Then you get to name it because it's your account. And then once inside, those dollars from your gift can actually be invested. So your charitable dollars can actually grow over time. And you also get to take a tax deduction for the full value of the gift that you make to your donor-advised fund. And another nice thing about them is you can involve your children or your grandchildren in the decisions about, what charitable causes are important to you. And the fund can even outlast you and be passed on to your children so they can continue your philanthropy even after you pass. So they're almost like a little kind of private family foundation that can even outlive you.
That's really cool. And how does a donor-advised fund help with a tax strategy?
Mm-hmm. So in a prior conversation, we talked about how the standard deduction is now so much higher than it used to be that fewer people are able to claim charitable donations on their tax return because fewer people are itemizing their deductions. So one strategy to get beyond that and get kind of over that hurdle of the standard deduction is to bundle a few years worth of charitable donations into a single year. And then you're more likely to get over that standard deduction and start itemizing. And so the donor advised fund is really an ideal vehicle to help you with that bundling strategy, because you can put together 3 or 4 or 5 years worth of charitable contributions and transfer that into your fund. You get to claim the total amount of that donation in that same year that you make that gift to your fund, but then you can still issue grants on your own time frame, on your own schedule, just like you would before to the charitable organizations that you support.
That's awesome. So you can add a donation to the donor advised fund, maybe a larger donation than normal in 1 year so you can itemize. Then you can invest that money in the fund, and then you can utilize it over time to grant out for your charitable gifts.
That's right. Yep.
That's really awesome. So thank you, Rob, for being with us today, for explaining how donor advised funds work. And happy Thanksgiving to those of you at home who are listening and watching. And if you have questions about how you can make an impact with your charitable gifts, or more specifically, start a donor-advised fund, feel free to reach out to us. You can visit us at elevate-wealth.com and click Let's Talk. Happy Thanksgiving.